What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got an exciting one. I'm going to install the Ridetech 3.5 drop kit on my truck. Also got some traction bars and some helper bags we'll be throwing in. Everything on the table you see before me will be going on the truck. Only thing we don't have displayed is the helper bag. They're sitting on my front porch. We're waiting on those. But we got all new springs, front shocks, control arms, what looks like some type of traction bar kit, and the rear setup here for a flipped axle. As you can see behind me, truck's already lowered with an IHC kit. So this one should be a little bit of an upgrade from that one. Plus, it'll be able to tow afterwards so I can pull the race car to the track. And that's the biggest thing we're trying to accomplish. So come alongside with me. We're gonna start lifting the truck up, busting nuts and other things off, and we'll get this thing installed. I guess first thing I need to do is probably take off that exhaust. I just washed this truck. That too. I'd say these IHC boots holding grease have seen better days. It looks like they squirted out all the grease. So got that going for me. Oh, this is the non-low VOCs. Smell them VOCs. Yep.
You're going from double adjustables to single?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I don't think it's gonna really make a big enough difference since I'm not gonna be like going all out with closer to like your truck build or anything. So I think single adjustable would be fine. So for next steps, I should probably build these shocks up. Let me get a glove. So I do have a generic game plan.
I bet Ridetech's game plan's a little bit better.
Never had that happen.
Is that part of your generic game plan?
That was not part of the generic game plan. 8 days later. And that is how you spin the world's finest threaded nut all the way down, all the way back up. That's why I put the bottom on first. It's got a locking nut built into it. All right, there is one assembled shock. When you're watching other people's YouTube videos of them installing the same kit, look at their hands compared to mine. Touched all the threads. I'd be a fan of that.
Okay.
Look what Matt did to you.
Get on my neck.
It's all over your mouth.
All right, maybe this is something the folks at home can help me on. Proper etiquette when applying copious amounts of anti-seize. How do you do it without doing that? And go unpoison my hands real quick.
One done. One out.
You already got the shock out?
It should be. AR out.
All right, pretty interesting night tonight. As you can see, tore some stuff apart. But more importantly, we've got early bird in the morning. That's breakfast, so we're gonna get out of here. So we're supercharged for our pancakes, French toast, and tacos. So off camera, I was assembling the whole shock and strut, so they just slide right in. And Jake did all the heavy lifting of taking the old one out. But kind of paying off in the end. Just slides right in. I say that now. I'm sure I'll regret something here in a minute. A little bit different from factory removal, but not too much different. You guys saw my multi-step degreaser process, and then I ruined it with some tire clean. Don't do what I did. Everything is greasy again.
Pretty standard stuff over here. Just loosening bolts. We got Alex on the camera today, back from back surgery. Whole new lease on life.
He's got a bionic back now, so he'll be able to really torque down some bolts here pretty soon.
Soon enough. Nice. Now I'm covered in anti-seize.
All right, now to start tightening some stuff down. Look at that. So let me look up some torque specs. I think these are like 55 pounds. I'm just gonna double check real quick. That way, get them all secured. All right, nice. And your hand's pinched.
Oh,
No,
oh! I thought it was for a second. I thought you were trying to get your hand out. I was like, dang, dude.
All right, so we took the nut off the knuckle here. We're just loosening these 19s at the top and bottom of the shock so that we can slide it out. It will take the upper control arm out. All right, other shock out. Almost have it ready for Matt to put his in on this side. There you go, look how greasy this thing was.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to interrupt this video really quickly and thank you all so much if you're a subscriber. If you haven't noticed, we just recently hit 1,000, which is a huge mark for YouTube, but we're trying to go way beyond that. So if you haven't already, click that button, please do, and let's get back to the action. Thanks guys. What you doing?
About to take the lower shock mount off of the lower control arm, and then it's going to be ready for Matt to stick his side in.
Gross. You got a new type of swagger when you drive that MR2 around.
It's really to release your spine afterwards. And this kit comes with like all new bolts for everything. Except for this.
All right, Matt's got the upper control arm on. He's moving and grooving.
Like we do. The shop motto. Does one move without grooving? Not possible. Hardest part of this entire install is literally just setting preload.
Well, at least we're on the home stretch. We got everything all done up. Ball joints in, upper control arm, setting preload on the coilover.
Pretty straightforward install. No major hiccups, but this spanner wrench and I are not getting along. All right, we got a 1/4 inch to go.
The instructions on the Ridetech kit say to add 3/4 of an inch of preload. Is that right?
That's correct. All right, if you're watching this at home, I'm gonna give you a heads up that no one else taught me. Get some type of breaker bar that doesn't have a swivel, because this is a nightmare. It says you can do this with the wheels and tires still on the car. I don't know how you do that. All right. Right where I need to be.
Bada bing. Jacob's about got her whipped on this side.
Just about.
Yeah, it's just like gravity fights you on holding two things at once. Yeah.
We could do a super cut of all the tools being dropped.
All right, this bottom shock mount is the last thing we need for this side before we tighten up everything. Should go in nice and smooth. Hopefully it's the same. Yes.
All right.
Don't have to get more tools.
Driver's side's all buttoned up. We have preload set, and we have the shock set at setting 12.
Boom.
Just to let you know, Jake, this is the clean or the easier side.
Oh,
so
yeah, yeah.
All right, that concludes the installation of the front end of this jobby.
I think so.
I want you to adjust it to your specific specs, so I'll let Matt handle that.
No, I'll tell you. I'll coach you through it. We'll get it to my spec.
It's your truck. I wouldn't want to mess it up.
Tell him to adjust the compression.
Can you adjust your compression on here, Matt?
Is that rebound?
It's both at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, single stage. It's not both at the same time. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. You know what, folks? I still have compression and rebound shocks right over there. So, you know what? Let's just stick them on here, too. And I got both. I got triple adjustability.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it'll ride really good.
He's already talking about putting the Vikings back on. I hadn't even driven this thing.
At least see how it rides.
I'm going to see how it rides.
Before we go all the way backwards again.
I don't think I'm going to have any problems with it.
All right.
I don't think that I know enough to really utilize adjustable compression in rebound settings. All right, Jake, you want to set this preload?
No.
He's afraid of the adjustability.
Nice.
Afraid of the adjustability.
It's too adjustable.
That's the other thing I like about these Vikings is that the threads are way coarser, so you don't have to turn it as many.
Yeah.
Excited to hear what you have to say about, since you've driven it a bunch before, to see how you actually feel about it before and after.
I definitely agree with you. However, I didn't take any attempts to adjust the way it was.
Yeah.
All right, to hit the torque specs on the upper control arm, the car does have to be on the ground, so we're going to lower it onto those jack stands and get those to spec.
Okay. That's 110 foot-pounds.
Jeez. Oh no.
All right, the fellas knocked out the engine, no problem. And now we're working on getting them back. Ah!
I didn't think this would fit in here. It does. Maybe, I'm not real. There it is. And then it just crushes Jake. Ow! There we go. Gosh dang it. It's like not even trying to grip it. It's not even moving. It's got some teeth still left to ruin. So easy. Ow. Smashed my toe again. Left foot is not a happy camper today. Ow.
It's a blessing.
Well, you ready to go to O'Reilly's?
I just put my hand on it.
If someone was smart, they'd buy it.
Okay. So there's like 3 different size washers, and I don't know which washers for what. Even if you give me the parts, I won't be able to tell the washers apart. I don't really know what happens if it doesn't look right. I will quit stressing about these stupid washers and just say screw it. It ain't all the way through.
Yes, it is.
Now it's all the way through.
I understand. You're right. Okay, it's all the way loose. Go ahead. This is the way you wanted to do it, though.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's obviously genius.
Just gotta catch it before it spins all the way. Oh.
Nice.
That's why we do it at the bottom.
Better freaking work.
Oh, it's gonna work. Was that hot?
Yeah, it was. I heard your.
Heard it sizzle.
Hey, this is very hot. Bolt.
Once that goes up.
Well, it's still gonna be a tight fit.
It goes up so fast.
Yeah, I saw that. Nice. No Garys were harmed in the installing of the shocks.
Yeah.
This is my grade 8
That's going.
screwdriver. This is made out of aged candy corn, and this is actually the blade itself is all recycling sewing thimbles.
Thimbles?
So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah? Okay. This is 167, right? Okay. F. Okay. Okay. I gotta find the cow tracks instructions. Realistically, this should be super duper simple. Cause I like cursing myself, dude.
Why? That's my bad, Matt.
I'm gonna keep an eye on you, dude. You get antsy.
Let me just tell you what exactly happened, because it probably sounded worse than what happened. And then the hammer, the claw side of the hammer went into the paint pretty hard. But other than that.
What in the world are these trick bolts? All right, for some reason, these nuts are not threading on at all.
Well, that's because of what you said earlier.
Realistically, this should be super duper simple.
Oh, are they reverse threaded?
Yeah, I wasn't going to tell you until I just kept doing them all, and then you guys were going to be like, ah, why does he keep getting them?
This, what bolts do I need? Probably these. Kit includes 4 nut plates to be used to attach the upper mounts. The nut plates have a handle made into them that can be bent to help position the nut plate. Yep, each upper mount uses 2 nut plates. Got it, hold in place. The nut plates are inserted through the large hole in the inner frame rail. Go on the other side. Inner frame rail. Oh, there is a large hole. Okay, so I can get those in there. At least one. I'm assuming you can put both in the same hole. One goes left, one goes right. Gravity is not my friend today. This global warming's really increasing the gravity strength.
I hate that.
Yeah. I definitely do need to put a 90 in it. Come on. Can someone?
I'm a little bit sick, don't you know?
I don't know. All right, again, we managed to turn a 6-hour, 2-hour, 3-hour job into all day, 14 hours, whatever it actually took. We are magicians when it happens to come to extending jobs well past what they should be. But nonetheless, we got the job done again on the weekend, so now it's time to ride around, see if it settles, see how it rides, and I'll give you a report back once I do a little work with it tomorrow. Heads up, see what's coming.